Hi, I'm Sara Schaefer. We live in hell. Let's craft through it. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Welcome back. It's been a minute. I once again took on too much and became completely consumed by a project, which I've been mentioning, my art show, which I finished. I took it up to New York. I installed it. It was a ton of work. My friend Elena came with me, and we weren't even ready when it was time for the opening, and the curator was like, just keep working, people will watch and it'll be like an experience. And it was. And then we had to go back the next day and finish, and what I thought would maybe be 4 hours of work turned into 11. So major kudos to Elena for being extremely patient with me. I kept being like, you can go back to the hotel, it's okay. And she's like, I have to see it through. And I was like, that's how I feel. Anyway, I've already posted some pictures, but I will post more, and I have a lot of video of me making stuff for the project, so there will be more content coming about the project. But man, it was so awesome to do, and I'm really proud of how it came out. Of course, in my head, there's a million other things that I still want to do with it, but I had to leave. I had to just leave it, and that was it was just really good, and I feel like it's a cool new thing that I'm doing, which is art as opposed to crafts. But aren't they the same? Anyway, before we get to the meat of today's episode, I'm very excited because I have a special guest who I'll introduce in a moment. But really quick, I wanted to complete the project that I left you hanging on, which is framing my Joann's pegboard, marker section pegboard. We stopped last time because I decided I didn't like the frame, the size of the frame. And sure enough, I'm really glad I did that because I actually found the perfect frame for it. So we're just going to finish it really quick. I've already done a lot of the prep work. So the frame I got had this watercolor in, it's just a print. And this is actually really pretty. I do like this. So I'll try to find something to do with it. I don't know if I'll frame it, put it somewhere, or use it in some other way. It could line a drawer or be something. I don't know. So I'm going to save that. Actually, fun fact, remember last time I had a huge piece of foam board that came out of the bigger frame, and I was like, oh, you can reuse it. I ended up using all of it for the miniature for my art project, my art installation. So it was great to have that. Just supplies on hand. I have so much to say about the art project, but I'm not going to get too deeply into it in today's episode just because it's not a miniature themed episode. This is different. So let's just finish the framing. I'll show you what I've got. So what I did was, let's get the frame. Here's the frame. Here's the frame. It's a nice wood frame. And I took the mat board out, the foam backing, the print. This one had a very similar mechanism, except this one used little eyelet. This is actually one of the simplest little eyelet hooks. And just these were just screwed into the frame, and then wire was used to hang. So I'll probably just reuse those because I am orienting it a little differently than the original. I think I'm going portrait mode. It's almost square, but not quite. But the first thing I'm going to do before I put anything in is I'm going to clean the underside of the glass just quickly. And, just in case I got some mess on it while I was taking it apart. Windex is the best for this because it doesn't leave streaks. And just getting in all the corners. Yeah, there's definitely some dust in there from over the years, and from me taking it apart probably also caused some dust to get in there. So yeah, so the other side you'll see is much dirtier, but I'll clean that after I'm done putting it together. So here's the mat board. You're gonna put your mat board in first. Woo! And again, like I mentioned before, you're using the mat board that it came with, so it fits perfectly this way. And be careful with it because it can bend and rip easily, get stained easily. So, you know, just be careful with your mat board. I've already done a test of this, so I know that it fits perfectly and works the way I want. So what I did, just so you know, is, and I would recommend doing this, if you're framing a piece, something that's larger than the frame, and you have to cut it to size, put the mat board on the thing you want to frame, get it to where you want, and then use the mat as your like trace around, so you know exactly where you want to cut, so that when you put it in, it's exactly the size that goes in here and it's arranged the way you want it. So that's how you do it. And then, so I've already done that. I took that huge piece of pegboard, I traced around where I wanted to frame it, got it to how I liked it, used a jigsaw to cut it, which I'll show you in a moment. So it was very simple cut, and it's even it's not perfect because the mat is going to cover all the edges, so it's actually not super important to have the perfect cut. It just has to fit into the frame the way you want. So just try to get it close to where your trace marks are. So let's see, I know I'm going to do it this way, and so you just put it in. I decided to actually keep it behind glass because I didn't want to use it functionally as pegboard and have the temptation to do that. I really wanted it really does look like art. Framed, really fancy modern art. And so I thought it looks better behind the glass. It makes it more official seeming. So I just bent up these little metal pieces, and so now I'm just trying to get it to fall flat. I'm out of frame. I realize that. Hold on. So it's just a matter of getting it to fall flat with these metal pieces, which you might have to like go through and bend them a little so that you can, you know, this is just like framing anything else with a store-bought frame. You have to bend those little pieces back and get it to lay flat. Okay, so this is in, all right? Now, I'm gonna push these little metal things down. I'm gonna use a screwdriver, or a little screwdriver here so that I don't like bust up my fingers doing this. If you can't get them to lay flat or you need it more secure, you could also take a staple gun. I might actually do that on this side if it's wide enough of a gap. Because this has the holes, I want to make sure that it's lined up as square as possible so it doesn't look crooked in the frame. So I think that that's good. I might use a staple gun just to make sure it stays in place. But the good thing about this is that it's pegboard, so it's like really rugged and doesn't need more backing or anything to fill the frame. It like basically is flush. It's the perfect thickness for this frame. Almost done. My guest is patiently waiting off camera, staring me down with white hot rage. It's Oprah. No, just kidding. All right, now I'm gonna secure it on this side try to use a staple gun. Let's get this in frame so you can. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be pretty heavy to hang, so I'll probably have to, make sure I get the proper hanging hardware. So you can see I'm just like bridging the gap between the pegboard and the frame just to secure it on this side, because I had to pull out all the little metal pieces on this side. All right. Oh, there's... Okay. This is done. Now, if you were using a frame that already had the hanging hardware, what all you'll do is find the holes that already existed for it. So for instance, on the other frame, it had this. I actually might use this on this one because it's the right size and it's going to be more rugged than these little eyelet things. But if you were reusing a frame, the holes will already exist for your screws. You could just go right back in there and it'll be lined up the way you want. But basically, it's super simple. I'm just going to use the screws that came with this, mark my holes, drill it in place. I'm not going to do it right now because I want to move on, but like, I will show you the final product. So yeah, this is my hanging hardware that I'm reusing. I might put some little, you know, those like bumpers that you put on cabinets or whatever. It's like a little clear, you know, bumper thing. I might put some of those around the edges so that it doesn't scratch, because some of this metal is kind of sticking out, scratch up the wall. Also, it will hang, I want it to hang flat against the wall. So I'll make some adjustments as I need to when I hang it, but let's do the big reveal. I'm so excited. And we'll actually clean it up. Oh, and it's like, there's, oh, I just got an idea. But first, let's clean up the front of it. I want to show you the easiest way to get a label off. Something that you bought. A sticky label. Is use a little heat gun or a hair dryer, and you just heat that puppy up. And then it should come off really, really easy with almost no residue. If you're being impatient like me, there might be a little bit. But then you usually can get off whatever's left with Windex or spray cleaner of some kind. So speaking of Windex, I'm just going to give this a quick clean. I'm going to use a fresh dust cloth because I don't want to scratch this at all. Oh my god, it looks so freaking good. I am planning on framing some of the other pieces that's left over from the big pegboard and selling them. So if this is something that you're interested in, please check my Etsy shop and my social media, and you might be able to own one too. Because look at how good this looks. I mean, this is freaking cool. This looks like, I don't know, it just looks like modern art. And it was like collectively done by customers at Joann's, a store that I love. And then I had the idea to do this, so then there's my, like, you know, contribution to the piece, you know? But it looks so good. I'm so excited to hang this up. I'm not sure where we're gonna put it. There's really not room in here, and I kind of want it in our main living space as like a real showstopper piece. Okay. Clean it all up. Let's take a look. Ah! This looks so good. I don't know if you can see the whole thing, but oh my god. I'll show you what it looks like when I've hung it up on the wall. Okay, so this is the final piece. You can see some reflection glare there, but this is it on the wall. I love it. This is a embroidered crewel piece that my grandmother made. I love it. It's one of my favorite things. I framed up that. I think I've shown that to you before. Here's a picture of my mom's thrift store, which I think I've shown you. And here's a lamp that I just made out of an old cornucopia basket that my mom had. And I will be posting about how I made that at some point, but I'm really happy with how that turned out. So yeah, there's The framed pegboard, Joann's. Love it. That is so awesome. Okay, we did it. All right, I'm gonna move this to the side. I love it. Okay. So, already done. I mean, what? We're 10 minutes in? Already done with our first craft of the day. Only took me a month later to finish it. But that's kind of the theme of today's episode, is kind of getting things done that have been sort of waiting around. So I'm very excited to introduce, are you ready? Introduce today's guest. It's my first guest on the show. I hope to have more guests. Wait. I'm so excited to introduce our guest today. She is an extremely creative person, an artiste. She's smart, funny, and she's known in these parts as just an incredible person. I love her so much. Please welcome my niece, Sara Schaefer. Yay!
Bless you.
Welcome to the show. See how sweet she is? Say hi.
Hi.
So Jana, how old are you?
I'm 9.
9 years old.
Yes.
And what grade are you gonna? It's summertime, so what grade are you going into? For those that don't keep up with how old kids are and what grades they should be in, like me.
I'm going in 4th grade.
Into 4th grade. Make sure you speak up so the microphone picks
4th
up.
grade.
So Jana, I've mentioned her on the show before.
You have?
She's famous for some of the quotes like "Show me the bumps." Some of the quotes we've done on the show, and she's done some artwork that's featured here in the craft room. So, Jana, what are we making today? Tell them. This is an idea that she came up with.
Actually, shout out to Michaels. They were the one who came up with this idea.
Michaels.
Okay.
Shout out to Michaels. It's all we've got now. You know, there's no more Joann's.
Well, we bought it at Michael's.
Okay.
We're making a gratitude box.
A gratitude box. Now, what is a gratitude box?
It's a box, and you have little notes inside, and you can grab one out when you're feeling down.
Okay, so you put notes in.
Yeah.
And then when you're feeling down, you open it up and take it out, and then it's something to like look at.
You can
show the box. Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
So
there's gonna be a hole right there, and then when you want to grab one out, put it like this, and then close your eyes and grab one.
Right. Perfect. So we've just got this plain wood box, but how are we going to get the hole in it?
With the chainsaw.
With the chainsaw. That's right. With the jigsaw. So that's step 1. But we're gonna decorate the gratitude box and get it all like really cute looking, so it's something you want on display in your home, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I have it on display in my house.
Yeah, we already made one as a test, and then we were so excited about how it turned out.
The stickers are falling off.
Okay, which ones? The diamond ones?
Like all of them.
All of them. Okay, well maybe we'll make sure this one is more secure in its decorations. So safety first. I just drill my niece in the head. Okay.
Where are the glasses? Oh, it's behind there. Whatever.
Yeah. We'll right.
Did you get that? Where'd you get that?
The pegboard? Joann's. I bought it before it closed. Okay, so you know the part where in Joann's or in a craft store where they sell all the markers and paint pens and people test?
I know they're
Yeah, that's what that is from. All right, so first we're going to do is drill. You do need to get your safety glasses.
They're behind here.
Okay, I'll get it. We're going to
Water break.
Water break. Everybody hydrate. Hydration is extremely important. All right.
Yours.
Oh yeah, here. This is my water.
This is my water.
It's a hot summer day. And even though it's
I'm done.
Okay. All right, so you can be as precise as you want with this, I think.
Let me do it.
She likes to peel things off.
Oh.
Getting the label off here.
This is the funnest part about it.
Yeah, peeling.
Peeling.
It's fine. We can leave.
No,
this
let me
is
do
the bottom.
it.
Okay,
Let me do it. I like.
She's very demanding. All right,
All
we'll
done.
just leave it.
I picked it
All
all
done.
up.
She's got all the labels.
I'm
Throw it
done.
away in the trash down here. Keep a clean workspace.
I'll throw
Okay.
this away.
Okay. So you can be as precise as you want with this. You can free willy it, but basically you're gonna drill 2 holes. This is a trick for any time you want to drill where you want to cut a shape or a hole out of the middle of a piece of wood. Okay? So let's actually use a pencil to draw where we want. Do you want to draw it or do you want me to do it?
I want a ruler if I'm gonna draw it.
Okay. Let's use this is called a T-square.
A ruler.
No, it's got this, so it's a T-square.
Okay, let me do it.
So look, it makes it so it's straight if you push this up against.
I'm gonna go from
Where do you want the opening to be?
I want from here.
Let's actually, you know what? Let's move this.
I don't know how big I want it actually.
Do you want me to do it? Maybe go from.
Make a line so I know where to do it.
Okay. Let's see. Do we? Is that oh no! It needs to go further this way. Okay.
Sure.
So, do you want to draw like the next line?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that looks awesome. So now we know where we want our opening to be. Okay. If you want to cut a hole in a piece of wood like this, a really easy way is to use a drill and a jigsaw. I'm going to use a smaller drill bit, actually. So find a drill bit that's about the size of, yeah, that one will do good. All right. So basically, you want holes. I know. You want holes at each corner of where you're going to cut. That way you can get the blade down into the hole. So, I think, let's see, I don't want the blade to touch the bottom of this. You don't want to inhale too much sawdust. I think, you know, and certain things you don't want to inhale anything of, so always like check out safety information.
Inhale air.
Okay, this is going to be really loud.
Okay.
Cover your ears.
Why is it so loud?
I kind of made a little bit of a. I kind of messed it up a little bit. We'll cover that with something. This is definitely not the way I would recommend doing this. Like, I would do where you know, have this over an empty area, you clamp it down. But I'm doing it the fast way. And this is like, I'm like holding it up because I don't want it to touch the bottom. Oh, it won't. It won't. Okay. All right. Okay, so the big important thing with a jigsaw, Jana, is as soon as you're done with it, because it's really easy to just accidentally hit this, is you unplug it. Okay? So that's just a big tip on something, a tool like that. Because it's easy to accidentally it. Okay, this is a perfect example of being careful. I unplugged the heat gun thinking I had unplugged the jigsaw.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
Yep, there we go. Here's the next step, is we need to clean this up. Okay? We don't want to have sawdust all over.
While you're doing that, can I go get a cup of water?
Mm-hmm. She's so excited to be doing this. And she's a little nervous, I can tell, but it's going well, I think. All right, so Jana, what's the next step? This is basically the structure of, that's it. The gratitude box has been...
We need to paint it.
But now we need to decorate it. Okay. So, what colors are we thinking?
I want...
Oh, but what about the inside? Do we want to do anything special with the inside?
Wallpaper.
Wallpaper. Okay. So I have these like samples from when we moved in of wallpaper that I had ordered. So we've got some choices.
This one. This one was the one we had.
Yeah. So we have some different choices of wallpaper.
I'm using these again.
So you like the butterfly one?
But that one's just for cutting.
Ooh, that's really pretty.
I don't like that.
You don't like that one. Okay. The birds.
Are those bluebirds?
Yeah, I think.
It's mine.
Like
We're using that one.
Okay. We've got some cute designs here. So I think like samples of wallpaper are a great way to like put a little touch of something.
My school mascot is a bluebird. That's why.
Okay. Those ones are
green birds.
We've got all kinds of options here. Ooh, that's pretty. This is actually the one I ended up using in my kitchen as like the backsplash sort of wall. It looks so cute. And then more bird and more flower and oranges.
More
This
flower.
is what I used in my bedroom, and it looks so good. But I gotta say, peel and stick wallpaper, never again. I've done traditional wallpaper. It's so much easier to put on than peel and stick. I think in the end, I probably ruined the wall either way. Long story, but I hate peel and stick wallpaper. It's really hard to put on correctly, even if you like have someone helping. Like I've watched videos and almost every person who's like professional with it is like, I really hate this stuff, but if you want to know how to do it, here it is. So anyway. All right, so what are we putting? You want to line the inside with the bluebirds?
Yeah.
Like where they're down there? I think, let's see if it would fit. I love that idea. So we'll do the bluebird one.
Last time when we did it, like doing it up there, it kind of was a fail.
Up here?
Like up there.
You don't want to put it on the inside here too?
No.
No. It didn't look good the way you liked it in the beginning or in the end. So you want to put it down in the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see, how are we going to trace it so we know what size? Here. I'm actually going to make some marks here so we know where to cut. Okay? Because it's like this inner edge that's kind of hard to... You could measure it, but this is the lazy way.
Can't be lazy on craft shows.
Yes, you can. If you're Sara Schaefer, you can. All right. You want to draw the line?
Did you hear me gulping?
Yeah. All right. That's straight, so...
Which side?
Go draw on that side. Go straight across. Okay. And then we need a line here as well. Okay. And now we can, you want to cut it or do you want me to cut it?
You can cut it.
Okay. What's going through your head?
Nothing.
All right, so now this should fit right in there. Oh yeah. And so how do we want the birds in the middle like that?
Yeah.
So I think one of the easiest ways to measure would just be to simply press it down. Oh,
And
you
then-
could have the oranges go up the side. No?
No.
Okay. And you can kind of use a ruler to like flatten it right there so that it's...
Or you could just draw a line.
Or, yeah, you could draw a line in there.
Move your finger. I'm cutting it.
Okay.
We have to cut off the oranges.
Hmm?
It's too bad. We have to cut off the orange.
I mean, we could use it in another project or somewhere
It
else.
said bye-bye. Too bad.
All right, let's just make sure it fits. Perfect. Somehow I knew you were going to roll your eyes at me for most of this. Do you want to peel?
Nah,
Nah.
that's too boring. I'm kidding, but that's actually too hard.
It's actually really satisfying. Oh, yeah. All right, do you want to place it down in there?
Last time I did that, I messed it up.
Okay, I'll do it. It is like, it's peel and stick wallpaper. I just said it's really annoying to deal with. All right, so now it's in there. The way that you want to get it flat.
I know you.
What do you want to?
It's like a thingy, yeah.
Yeah, use this. You can.
Satisfying. This is the most satisfying part.
Oh yeah, that's looking really good. Like, and now, so now when you open up your gratitude box, you'll just see that and know it's there. It's just like a nice little extra detail. That's
Touch.
just-
It's a nice little touch.
It's a nice little touch. Okay, so now we've got the inside done. What are we thinking for the outside?
Blue.
Blue. You kind of want to go with the theme that you're working with here.
Yes. I want it to be like that blue.
That blue? I love that. All right, let's get get the paint.
Hello, dear fellow followers.
Really like green right now.
You get that dirty.
Yeah, this is old. I don't care.
I'll keep it.
You are the queen of keeping my clothes already, and you're only 9. I can only imagine when you're a teenager. I'm going to open my closet and there's going to be nothing in there.
Help me! I feel like I messed up my hair.
No, you didn't. Okay. All that.
Punching you in the belly.
Do you want to try and match that exactly?
Yes.
Okay, I think what we would do is maybe take...
This one and this one.
We want to lighten this up. Oh, this is fabric paint. We don't want to use that.
Anybody want to use fabric paint on this?
I think what we want to do is maybe... I'm not the best at mixing color, but...
I am. I'm good at color matching. Let me do it. So maybe when you're mixing your colors, do not do this.
All right. Whoa. Yeah, we're gonna need a fair amount of paint. So I feel like we want to lighten this up a little. So let's just add. I'm gonna put white over there so it doesn't. We can control the amount.
If you're just wanting to mix, you might want to use a smaller brush because bigger brushes are going to be needed.
Mm-hmm.
So save the bigger brushes
Right.
when mixing.
Okay.
So I'm just going to use this brush to mix.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just mixing it all.
Yeah.
Now save paint while you're doing this, because who doesn't love a satisfying peel?
That's right. I have some if you want to peel some dried paint.
When we're doing break, I'll do that.
Yeah. I feel like it needs some gray in it.
Yeah, definitely gray. Is this, if this is anybody's favorite color, in the comments. In the comments, do a blue heart. In the comments, do a blue heart if this is your favorite color.
Blue heart in the comments if this is your favorite color. Okay, should we add some, I'll put some gray here and you can decide.
Gray.
Whoa! Okay.
That's more like brown.
No, it'll
looks
I
like
think we're
brown.
gonna get close to the color though.
Looks like throw up.
It does not look like throw up. Who's throwing up blue? Someone who ate some blueberry candy?
Yes.
Okay, we're getting there. We might need to darken it up a little. Sometimes it's easier to mix it up in a cup.
I think
We're not that far off.
darker.
Darker?
Darker.
Dark gray, maybe? Add some dark gray?
Sure, the whole thing.
Okay, hold on. This is getting goopy.
That's your fault.
Actually, I love doing this because it's just like, we're just going to keep messing around until we get to it.
No, that's so much.
I know, but I think we're going to get there.
If anybody's favorite color is blue-gray, put a gray heart in the comments.
Put a blue heart and a gray heart
blue
next to
and
each other
gray.
in the comments.
Next to each other in the comments. If we don't mention your favorite color in this video, just put that color on the heart.
Everybody, favorite colors in the comment. We're getting close. Maybe, does it need to be darker?
Darker.
Let's put a little bit of black. Why not? All right, hold on. I mean, you do need quite a bit of paint to do this, so. All right, I'm just gonna, because we
Put
don't
the whole thing.
We don't want to overdo it.
Okay, now we're gonna add the darkest color in the world. If you know a darker color
If
than
you're
black,
an artist and you think what we're doing is really stupid and annoying, please leave a note in the comments. Please leave a thumbs down in the comments.
No,
don't not like the video. Don't put a thumbs down on the video itself, but in the comments at this moment.
If you know an artist friend, take a screen recording of this and send it to them.
I mean, we are getting kind of close to the color.
Lighter.
No, you need to really mix it up. Get all these lighter streaks incorporated in. Oh my gosh.
That's the color.
This is actually, that was a good call because now it really feels close to that color. Wow, Jana. She's a genius, folks. Now, tell us a little bit about your makeup routine getting ready for the show today.
Well, I started off with, I don't do any skincare just except face spray. It literally, it's kind of like a pre-primer.
Right.
And then I go in, I just opened a foundation today. I don't use foundation, but I used it today, just like
right,
for
because
fun.
it's on camera. So,
Yeah.
like, we want to look smooth and camera ready.
And then it was just some powder, blush, a little bit of like eye shimmer, and then just like, and then like mascara. And then if you want to add like, I think that's it, really.
I mean, you have such a natural beauty, so she doesn't need to do much, you know. And nobody does really, but you know, you've got great skin, beautiful eyelashes and hair, great eyebrows.
I don't use mascara to make your eyelashes longer. I use it so they're more visible.
Yeah, you have beautiful eyelashes. I'm jealous of them. Okay, I think we're ready to paint. All right, hold on.
I want to use this brush.
Let's use a matte, just so we don't get paint.
I think that this brush is best.
No. Wait. That's not for that. That is for my paper stuff. That's specific. That's a specific type of paintbrush that you actually can't use here. That's perfect. All right, go to town. Oh wait, should we make sure that you don't get paint on the silver part?
Put tape over it.
We could also. Nope. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it the right way.
You're gonna unscrew it?
Yeah, so that we're not, and we're just going to put them right back on at the end. So anytime you're doing something like this, if it has screws on it, you can take it off.
But it's just easier not to.
True, but then you're going to get blue paint all over the silver.
You can put tape over it.
Trust me, look how intricate that is. That is going to be really hard to tape and get all the blue you want on the wood. Something like this, make sure you have a little container because you don't want to lose all these little pieces.
It wouldn't be a box anymore.
No. So now you can just take that, and
if you think about it, you really don't need it.
The clasp?
Yeah.
You don't, but I think it looks pretty, personally, but that's just my opinion. I actually am going to put tape over these and not take those off because
too much work.
Those are more square and it's easier. Yeah, too much work.
Speaking about quotes, everybody put their favorite quote in the comment.
Everybody put your favorite quote in the comment.
It can be by anybody.
Anybody. Taylor Swift, Benjamin Franklin, whoever inspires you. Okay. All right, we're ready to paint.
Blob.
Okay. Let's not
Stop
intentionally
making me
make a
laugh.
huge mess. You're being funny. I can't help it if you're super funny. That looks great. Now, while she's painting,
I'm going to be dancing.
I'm just going to be on the side. We'll put some music. Now, this is a little...
Everybody put their favorite music in their favorite...
Everybody put your favorite... Link to your favorite music in the comments.
Well, no.
There's going to be so many comments on this video because we're making them leave comments about every 5 minutes.
Oh, wait, no, stop. Okay. One day, once we get all the comments gathered together, we'll play a playlist while we're doing work. We'll play the playlist.
Mm-hmm. Now, I got this little tiny, like, dresser at a store, and I just thought it was super cute.
Keep it like that.
I want to redo it.
Why?
I don't know. I just want to make it my own and, like, make it
But you already bought it, so it is your own.
Well, I think I actually paid $4 for it because it was 50% off orange prices.
Was it at like a thrift store?
Yeah.
Oh, was it? I know where.
I'm upcycling it.
Guys, Goodwill has a lot of like colored clothes. Me and my grandma went to Goodwill a couple days ago, and there was no kid clothes.
There aren't that many kid clothes now at the Goodwill.
At the back, there's on the side, it was like, it's not kid clothes my age. There's 5-year-olds and 16-year-olds. What about me?
What about me?
What about me?
Looking good.
Work on your
Okay.
dresser.
So I wanted to make my own little liners with my own fabric choices. So what I'm going to do is basically take this apart and just see how they did it and copy it. Like, especially with the sizing.
Blob.
She's having... That is really blobby. Are you sure you don't want to spread that out? I mean, it's your project, but I'm not trying to micromanage, but that's going to take about 3 years to dry. You can, if it's too much paint, you can
scrape it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I see what they did. I'm gonna use a seam ripper. She's going goopy, everybody. Loopy and goopy. Now, what's your plan here? Okay, don't be silly. Just get it done.
We're teaching
them how to do it.
They don't see me.
Yes, they do. They're looking right at you.
They're looking at me, but they're not looking at the box on this side.
This is a camera filming down. So we're seeing everything you're doing. Everything you're doing.
I'm 9 years old. I don't know how old you are, but I don't think you're going to be doing this. So don't make it sloppy.
Well, I think it actually looks pretty good, but
help me move it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, my queen. Okay, now look, if you wanted to make it less goopy, can I show you a way to do it? Only if you want, though. If you're fine with it, then I'm not going to mess with it.
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
I don't care if it dries for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm doing...
Everybody, everybody in the comments.
In the comments.
Put your favorite accent.
Accent.
Mine's British.
British.
Can I have a bottle of water?
Yep, she's ready for acting school. What do you want to be when you grow up, Jana?
I want to be the best person alive. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Everyone likes to be good.
You want to be the best person you can be, or the best, you're going to compare yourself to other people?
I just want to be the best.
She wants to be the best, ladies and gentlemen. You are getting... It's looking pretty good. Oh my god, there's so much paint on it.
We were right till we weren't. Watch out! Built a home and watched it burn.
What song is that?
It's Flowers by Miley
Cyrus.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If your favorite singer is Miley Cyrus, put a...
Flowers.
Yes, flowers.
Flower emoji in the comments.
No, hibiscus flower. If you don't know what that is, it's just like a flower, and it has like, I think the only color they have is pink.
Yeah, it's the pink flower. And
it doesn't have a stem.
I never knew that was hibiscus.
I did.
Oh. Very cool. All right, so you sew a little thing there. I'm just learning how this fabric little drawer liner was made. I'm just using a little seam ripper to rip it apart.
Okay, all done.
Okay, so now we need to you want to smooth it out?
Only the top.
Yeah, I think that's smart. Oh, that looks, yes.
Okay.
That looks good.
What's up?
What's up? Or do you have paint? Oh, you got paint on your hands?
I do.
And I don't, yes.
No, I don't. Oh.
Go wash your hands. Go wash your hands.
Bye-bye. Short break.
Short break. Now.
I'm back.
She's back.
Okay.
Better than ever. Okay, so, question. should we start thinking about what other things we want to add to it?
No.
Not yet?
No.
What do you want to do right now?
I don't know. Dance break! Can they see me from over here?
Maybe a little bit. I don't know where it cuts off.
Okay.
Okay. What other tips do you have for like skincare and hair care? Because I know that you're really into that stuff, and you know more than I do.
Okay, I'll just tell them a bunch about it.
Okay, you talk about that while the paint is drying.
Okay, so after like when you're putting on your primer, make sure that it's fully straightened out, because when it dries, it could dry like paint, just as a blob.
Oh, so you understand the concept of goopy primer, but not goopy paint. Okay, smooth it out.
You can just
good
dry
good
as
advice.
A blob. Not really.
Oh yeah.
It dries.
It would make it kind of cakey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking about cakey, when you do your foundation, when you do foundation, bronzer, concealer, and powder, don't put too much of all that stuff together. It will make it cakey, and it'll be just so much like.
You just would look weird.
Yeah, it'll look like you're so shiny, shiny not in a good way. Like, don't do that.
Yeah. Okay. Now, once I've got
Here, I'll tell them the age tips for like age tips.
Aged? What does that
Like-
mean?
like-
Anti-aging?
No, not
Oh.
like age tips. Like,
I see.
like okay, if you're more my age, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, you don't really need anything except like cleanser. You can do face masks, maybe some small things like face sprays. But also those can be real. Some face sprays are sensitive, so like Drunk Elephant is do not. If you're
If you're a little kid.
If you're a little kid, my age, if you're 14 or younger, don't use Drunk Elephant.
Is it because there's chemicals in it?
Yeah, there's
that you don't want on your young skin.
There's really strong chemicals that are meant for more like not anti-aging.
Yeah, no, but like it's
that.
stuff that you shouldn't be putting on your young skin.
Unless you actually need it.
Right, you're still growing, and you don't want to mess with like what's happening.
Because it could make it worse.
Yes.
In the future. Bubble Skincare is a good brand for kids. They make everything age okay. But also there's other brands out there just like Bubble that are meant for like younger kids than me, more like 4, 5-year-olds.
Wow.
Yeah, they make skincare for
it's like more like when you're that age, it's for fun. You're not like actually trying. Well, I guess everybody needs lotion. They put lotion on babies because their skin gets dry.
Yeah.
You know? Or you need suntan lotion or, sunblock or whatever.
Yeah. Like, so like when you're my age, makeup, you don't need it unless you like want it.
Right, or you're doing something, a special occasion,
like that.
Or it's for fun, yeah.
Yeah, I put this on because like, who doesn't like adding a little touch? A little touch.
Just a little touch.
Just a little touch.
Just to have just to make it pop, and just have like some fun. And you're on camera, so you want to look your best. And this is your big debut on Crafting Through It. So I understand. I put makeup on too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so hair. You have the most gorgeous curly hair. You can't see it, but like you have really curly hair. It's really pretty. But you have to really do a lot to take care of it, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, like when you're straightening it, there's a lot of steps before you can do that.
Yeah.
Because straight hair, most people don't straighten straight hair, but like straightening my straight hair, it's more like you have to take a shower and blow dry it, then use like heat things so it doesn't burn, then like
a product.
Yeah, like a product, so you don't burn your head. Mm-hmm. And then you have to straighten it. And then, like...
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, but also, while you're brushing it, my mom does this. Mm-hmm. No, while you're blow drying it, my mom puts the blow dryer and the blow dryer on top and then the brush under, and she goes down.
That is a skill. It's called a blowout. I have tried to learn how to do it. I cannot do it because it takes coordination and you're looking in the mirror, so it's like opposite direction that you think, and you have to use the exact right amount of pressure. My hair gets tangled. The first time I tried to do it, I literally had to cut the brush out of my hair. I got it so tangled. It was awful. Yeah, she's like, excuse me, not cool. Anyway. So yeah.
Earlier,
but you usually wear your hair curly, so
yeah, I usually do it. Mm-hmm. My mom, like, she'll do it every once in a while. Mm-hmm. Like, if we're going somewhere special. Yeah. Like, let's say cheer competition or cheer game. She would blow out my hair, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
But, yeah. And then, when you have curly hair, it takes multiple products to actually get it to be how you want. Like, to get it to be this straight, I had to use 4 different products.
Wow. I used I used 3 products today on my hair after I took a shower. I used a rinse, a curly hair rinse formula, then I used a gel, and then almost like a finishing gel. I don't know. It was like 3 different products, so. And it looks like this, so obviously it's working really well. Let's say it feels like they're not good at crafting or art and they don't feel confident. What would you say to them to encourage them?
Well, a lot of people have told me stuff like, oh, there's been different comments about my drawing and my crafts. More like stuff like, oh, I really like that. I mean, you know those glasses I made? And you know those index cards I brought to school? You know those?
Yeah.
Oh, like, I got, like, 5 people asking for a deck.
The index cards? The cute index cards? Oh my gosh. So you have a really good eye for coordinating patterns and colors.
Yeah. And also, when I did those glasses, a bunch of people, they would, like, my girl group, I have a little girl group, and if I put them down, it'd be just, let me look at those.
So what do you mean by glasses? Am I forgetting a craft that we did?
Oh yeah, I'll tell them.
Tell us about it.
Okay, so for the beach this year, me and my mom.
Oh yes. Okay, this is really exciting.
Well, it's kind of only me because my mom taught me how to do it, but I've been doing them all.
You've been the leader of the project.
Yeah. So me and my mom and my brother's getting to do his own. We are making these glasses.
Sunglasses.
Right, okay. And they're bedazzled, and they say something about you.
Right.
So, like, my mom, she's always in the garden, and hers is garden fairy, and they have her favorite color. And then we're doing those for everybody who's coming to the beach.
Yeah, it's like you're gluing.
It's hot gluing.
Yeah, hot gluing like beads and letters, like all around the edge of the sunglass frame. They're really, really cool. And like, it's funny. You're putting funny things on each person's, like something about their personality.
Yeah. Like my brother Nate, he does karate, and his is Karate Kid.
Oh, that's perfect. And what's mine?
Yours is Crafting Through It with Sarah.
Perfect. All right, leave in the comments what you would want your bedazzled sunglasses to say. Not that we're making them for you. Definitely not for free. That looks like a little skirt. For like a doll?
It could be a
bracelet?
A bracelet. Who wouldn't love this big of a bracelet?
It could be like a cuff on a shirt.
It could be a tissue.
or it could just be a rag.
Yeah, it could be a rag. Do you have seltzer water?
No, not ready-made.
No, just like.
And we're out of the carbonating stuff.
No, do you just have seltzer water?
No, I don't.
I don't like water.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I do. We have to.
Did you know that water? They're getting rid of like the teeth stuff in water that helps your teeth. Yeah, they're getting rid of that in water now.
You heard it here first. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea necessarily.
Someone said that it's bad for you.
And who was that person?
Probably someone related to Trump.
Probably. I don't know the science behind it.
I'm pretty sure.
I hear it from that corner, and I think.
Me and Grandma.
Shouldn't we look into this?
Me and Grandma were watching the news, and it was like someone to deal with him.
Yeah, it was probably RFK Jr. I'm gonna take a guess. Okay, that was our political commentary. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we've got a little ways to go. Here, can I just do one thing? Because this is going to drive me crazy. I just want to get the goop out of there. Because it'll make it so paper, it will have a hard time going in.
There's still more in there. Let me do it.
Okay.
It's my project.
It is your project.
Wait, give me a bigger one.
Okay.
I'm trying to do this side.
Oh, yeah, spread it out a little. It is getting there. It's starting to dry. You really didn't answer the question, what would you say to someone who felt not confident in their crafting and that they needed encouragement to keep going or to try something maybe they're not, they're scared to try, because they think, oh, it'll come out. It won't come out good. I don't want to do it. I'm not crafty. I'm bad at that.
I mean...
What would you say to them?
I mean, if you're doing it more for something like, you can make testers to see how it would turn out.
That's a great idea.
Stuff like that. And then you can make, if it's more something...
You can do a practice run. What?
You're interrupting me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm kidding.
I'm sorry. No, but you're right. I shouldn't interrupt you.
It's fine. But they could, if it was more something like small parts of it, like this, you could try out those step by step, and then just see also you could also do stuff do pictures of it to get ideas of how it would look and how you can make it, for inspiration and seeing how it would look.
Right, do tests and that's what I do when I'm making miniatures and I'm not sure what I want something to look like. I look up a picture of it and I go, okay, it needs to be silver on that side, or and I just try to mimic what I see.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get more water.
Okay, she's very thirsty, ladies and gentlemen. Jana, never mind. Never mind, I got it right here.
Okay.
I just had to spread some of the glue out because I don't know if you can see how goopy it is, and it was literally going to take 2 hours for it to dry. And even though I could edit that out, we have plans tonight. I want it to be hers, but I also just wanted to speed up the drying process. And I'm not a mom, so I don't really know how far you when do you intervene? And you want it to be theirs. You don't want to micromanage. You don't want to take over, because that's my instinct, is to just give it to me. I'll do it because I think I know what's right. But this is a child doing a project, and so I need to just let her do it. Yeah.
I need help.
Okay, she needs help. We'll be right back.
have somebody to watch. We had to get a snacky snack. I'll be back in. Okay, you got my water.
Okay. Your glue or your paint is coming along. Do you want to use the heat gun to try to speed up the drying process? Or just
I like talking.
Okay, we'll stand here. Oh, what, you just want to eat on the side? She got some cheese because when you're crafting, you do get hungry.
Comment down below what your favorite type of cheese is. Mine is Gouda. Gouda.
Gouda.
Gouda.
I'm okay. You're making me laugh. All right. Now, Jana, help me. I gotta think through my design here. So, I'll probably need to sand this down because it has, looks like some kind of enamel paint on it or something that's shiny, so it's not going to take paint very well. I could also probably prime it. That's what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to prime it first.
What? While you're down below, while you comment your favorite type of cheese, also comment with that comment. If you like string cheese or just square cheese better.
Right. I love these little square cheese things. We get them at Costco, and it's like 3 packs of them. It's Gouda and pepper jack.
If you ask my mom, I eat string cheese every day. But this
I like
is so
string
good.
cheese too.
But this is good.
Yeah. It's Gouda.
It's Gouda.
So what? Tell me a little bit about, what's a typical day in the summertime for Jana Schaefer?
Well, not you. I might socialize in school and at places like camps and stuff, but I do not go to other people's houses a lot.
No.
Or I don't let, the only really person I let come in, I don't want to say her name out loud, so I'm going to make
protecting her privacy.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a different name for her.
Okay.
So, I usually let Emma over at my house.
Okay.
If your name is Emma, it's not you.
I need to clean this up.
My mom likes Emma. She talks to her.
That's good. And she lives nearby?
Yeah. She's right down the cul-de-sac.
Nice. Well, you did a cooking camp, which is really cool.
Guys, my crush was at that cooking class.
You what?
My crush was at that cooking
Your
class.
Your crush?
Yes.
Who? Well, let's say use a different name.
His name?
This is not his real name.
Not his real name. His name was Bob.
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 Imagine a 9-year-old right now named Bob. Is there anyone at your school named Bob?
Yes.
There's maybe some Bobbies. That's funny.
I know
Okay,
a Bob.
so your crush was there. Was there, any sign that maybe they like you back? What's the situation?
Well, actually, so many people liked his brother.
Oh.
His brother had an ice cream scoop. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's like a haircut that's super stupid and it's like this.
Ice cream scoop. It's what my bangs are doing right now. Whoop. I think I know what you're talking about. A lot of the kids these days have that just bangs that are crazy up front doing that. Is that it? Or is it slicked like that?
And his brother's name was not this. His brother's name was Tom.
Bob and Tom.
Bob and Tom.
There's a very famous radio show called Bob and Tom in the Midwest.
It's
Different Bob and Tom.
It's not you, Bob and Tom. If you're even watching.
Better not be. Alright, I'm going to...
Why would you want them to not be watching?
I'm going to use this primer and see.
Primer for my face?
No, yeah. There's a difference between... Jana, when you say primer, thinks of makeup. When I hear primer, I think of paint. That just tells you our different interests. But I'm going to put this primer on.
There was this kid.
Cheese.
No, there was this kid in my cooking class, and they were, the first day, they were going around asking people, what's your favorite type of food? And this girl said, cheddar cheese, Gouda cheese, pepper jack cheese, all string cheese.
This girl likes cheese, is what you're saying.
Yeah, she said she tried to name every single cheese in the world.
Okay.
It took 5 minutes to get through one she knew.
Alright, I'm going to use this primer and see if it allows me to paint this.
And this, wait, her name was, not this. Her name was...
We're getting all the hot goss on the cooking class, aren't we?
What should her name be?
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
Okay.
And the boy I liked. He was in my class a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And I never told him
that you liked him.
Yeah, because like past few years, I was just a kid, so I didn't know that telling them wouldn't be a good idea.
Oh, you were just a kid? Mm.
Yeah, I was just a kid. It's okay to have crushes when you're a kid.
It is. I think it's fine. I mean, there's just like, you know, when you're different ages, it means different things.
I finished my water.
Okay. Alright, so we've got Esmeralda, we've got Bob, we've got Tom, we've got Emma. The whole crew is here. Okay, how's the paint doing? It looks like it's getting close to being dry, but I can still see some parts that look wet. Oh. If you're gonna do that, hold on. Wait. We can fix it. No!
I'm doing it so my fingers.
Oh, right. I forgot the last one. We put our fingerprints in the paint, right?
My finger. It was just, okay, wait. Hold on. If you want to do that like when it's about to dry.
Right. So you can always add a special touch like that, and especially if you're making the craft with someone, you both could put your fingerprint there and be like, we were together on that day.
It's a good idea for boyfriend and girlfriend.
Good. I don't know if you heard that, but she said it's a good idea for boyfriend, girlfriend. Which she understands now. It's not like when she was a kid, you know. She didn't get that kind of stuff. All right. I mean, I also, this is probably not real wood, is my guess. I'm thinking about what I want to do with this little project.
You only asked me one question since you said I have some more questions.
Okay, all right. Let's see. What else do I want to ask? So, talk about your favorite music of the moment.
Of the moment? So, like right now?
Yeah, like who are you super into right now? Listening to? What's your go-to?
If there's just like, okay, I'm gonna turn on music and that's just gonna be it. I usually go with, I know this sounds crazy, but I usually go with Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Because it's just like, it's kind of like if I was cleaning my room, I'd listen to him.
I put on Kendrick sometimes. When I'm getting stuff done.
Yeah, it's just like,
it's good music.
Gotta go fast!
Squabble up.
Yeah, it's just like, squabble up. Squabble up. Squabble up.
Okay.
Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off.
Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. That's a good, when you're like trying to get stuff done, to be like, okay, no, you're right, I'm gonna turn the TV off.
Turn the TV off.
I really do need to turn the TV off and get stuff done.
Actually, if I don't do music, I turn the TV on. I might be distracted a little bit, but it helps me focus.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm distracted and focused at the same time. Mustard! I just had to think of that.
Yeah. How's that paint going? Oh, still wet. And now we're doing Singing with Jana.
Singing with Jana. Minute 1.
Oh, I screwed up and I wasn't paying attention to the camera battery and it turned off in the middle of us working on our project, and so a lot of it you're not going to be able to see. However, we're going to give you a quick recap of the gratitude box.
And then we glued these on.
Yeah, so we used a hot glue gun. Jana did this. She designed this top with I love the color coordination of this gratitude box.
And then it says Jana Bobo Slays and just gratitude box there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and gratitude box there. We used paint pen for that.
We had more than one water breaks.
We did have a lot of water breaks. And, you know, Jana, you're very handy with the hot glue gun because you've been making these cool sunglasses, which I think should be our next craft that we do on the show together. So we screwed back the hardware on here and a little stuck. Just because the glue was drying still a little bit. But this is the gratitude box, and just a quick review of what do you put in the gratitude box? How do you fill it, and what do you do?
Well, you fill it with cards. Bobo's index cards.
My cute index cards. Thank you for the plug. You can get them on my Etsy shop. They work perfectly for a project like this.
They're very beautiful on little, like inspirational sayings.
Words of encouragement, funny things to make it cheer you up.
Yeah, they're very pretty on like index cards. And then you can really say anything nice that you want. Like really anything. Yeah,
and you fill it in here, and then when you need a boost, if you're feeling down one day, you open it up, boom, take one out, and you've got yourself a little
You might not feel all the way better, but mood boost.
Mood boost, right. And I started working on this reno of this little box dresser. All I did, though, was I took apart some of the fabric that was in there, which I think you saw me starting work on. And I painted this with a primer coat to see if I could just paint instead of having to sand this down. But yeah, that's kind of a recap of what you missed.
But now we have a special part that was not in the last one.
Oh, that's right. We had an idea to bring this up.
So, this is a book of all my creations at...
we cover that up because it's like reveals maybe where you used to live.
Yeah. This
do you want me to describe it?
It's a book of all my old creations from my last house. So yeah.
When I was living there last year for a few months when we first moved back to Richmond, and Jana made all this art, and we were going to have like a gallery showing, like an art opening, like art gallery. But we never did it, but I had all the art with me.
This one doesn't have one, so
So what I did is for Christmas I made her a book, like an art book, and like wrote, about her art and names of each thing and describing the period of times, the time as the artist, like her phases and materials, and so I scanned in all her art. This is one of my favorites that you did. I love this one. But so it's now just a forever memory of all her art from that time period.
I'm trying to look to make sure our thingy isn't on it.
No, it's okay. Oh, but I want to show them. Look, this is one of my favorite ones. This hair one. I don't know if you can see that. But that's one of my favorite ones that she did. And it says, hair. I love you, my best friends, close friends, mom and dad. I love my hair. Good and nice. And it's just the back of your hair. It's like there's some really good art in here. Oh, and then at the end, this is one of my favorites, is I put in some like serious black and white photos of Jana. Like look at that one. I love it. Anyway, we can't wait to see all your comments. Maybe some of the things that we missed. We want to hear your favorite cheese, your favorite song, your favorite type of cheese.
No, okay, wait. Your favorite type of cheese, your favorite song, your favorite color, your favorite
bow,
your favorite.
What was it we were saying? Leave your favorite bow in the comments below.
Yes. Leave your favorite bow in the comments below.
And if you make a gratitude box, please send us a picture at craftingthroughit@gmail.com. And finally,
like and subscribe.
Tag
this post too.
Do you do this?
Tag this post too.
Tag us.
Tag.
Tag. All right. See you next time. Thanks for being here. Love you so much.
Bye.